What's going on, everyone? Back there, exciting episode of Attack Production Time. Bankrupt joins again by Nick, and he brought us the Flip Boys. Goku, Vegeta, going back and forth. You know, buttons, links, check them out. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so this is going to be a really good aggro deck. Has a lot of consistency with it. The leader, it's pretty wonky, but once you figure it out, it starts making sense. The Goku side, when you swing, you draw a card. This will gain +5 for the battle. And then this has an auto after you use it in a battle. You flip the card to the backside. And then a third auto, at the end of you or your opponent's turn, you'll choose a battle card with energy cost of 4 or less in rest mode, KO it. And then this shares the same side with the other side with the activate battle. If you choose one of your Vegetas on this side, you choose a Goku on the other side, the energy cost of 2 and you gain +5 for the battle. And then we'll go into the Vegeta side. This has an auto limit 1 after you use this in a battle, you'll draw and flip it. So you're going to be flipping on your opponent's turn too, but you're flipping on your turn as well. So it can get a lot to take to manage, but it still has really good effects though. And then this has an activate main, flip it back to your Goku side, and then the activate battle shared. This will give a Goku with energy cost of 2, 5k for the battle. So you're able to pump your guys up for free essentially. A lot of the effects you want to be on your Goku side first, so that's the reason why this flips over to its Goku side.
And you play a non-hollow leader because it looks better?
Yeah, it looks a little silly. Let's see. So we will start off with the archetype a little bit. Krillin, Remembering Terror. This is your searcher. Look at the top 5 for Yellow Saiyan with energy cost of 4 or less. So we have a lot of targets for that in this deck. Some of the archetypes, some tech stuff, so really good. And then if you have 2 or more energy, one of your Yellow Sun Goku cards with an energy cost of 2 swings, this card will get +6,000 power for the turn. So you can make this a beat stick, but this is more just your searcher and then combo fodder for Z energy. And then for the Gokus and Vegetas, we have 4 copies of Vegeta Trial Run. This is essentially your bread and butter. This is your main way to do damage and put pressure on the board. Is this guy right here. Crit, when it's played, you draw a card. So you're going to buff it with your Goku side of the leader, making it a 20k crit. And then this has an activate main that's shared with the other Goku in this, which we'll show in just a second. But if your leader's backside is the Vegeta side, you will choose a Yellow Sun Goku, and it cannot restand on your charge phase. So you are taxing yourself a little bit to play this guy, but for 1 energy, no other restrictions really, and you can also choose your leader. So you can get this out as early as turn 1 and then just swing for crit. And then we're also running Goku, Waiting to See. This is pretty much the same effect, draw and play. The same activate battle or the same activate main, but you have to pick a Vegeta this time. But this has dual attack, so this is just really good pressure for clearing boards, going for leads. So we have crit and dual attack, so we have really good effects on those. And then for our last 2-drop Goku and Vegeta, we're running 4 of the Goku and Vegeta Rivalry. So this counts as either or, so you're able to get this it has the same odd activate main as the other 2 where you pick a Goku, or this you can pick a Goku or Vegeta, can't restand during your charge phase. But also has the auto, when you play it, you can take a life and this will gain either +5 double strike or +5 dual attack. So you have really good options here if you want to clear unison, clear board. If you need to get more strikes in over going really tall for more damage, you have a lot of options here. And then this guy has an auto at the end of either person's turn, it'll restand. So this is a really good target to keep on the board and then use your Goku and Vegeta's effects, because this will negate it essentially. Then we're running 3 Bulma Making a Wish. This is for your kill turns. Essentially this will reduce the cost of your Whis Z battle card by 2 if you have 3 or more energy, and you have 3 or more energy, and your Vegeta side is up. So you have to make sure you're on a Vegeta side. Now, I've missed that pretty often when I was first playing this, but this also has an activate main. If you have 3 or more energy, you choose 2 of your energy in rest mode. They can't restand, and then you can restand a Vegeta with energy cost of 2. So if you have Vegeta on board when you play this card, you can essentially re-swing him to get more crits in. But we want to see this so as much as we can, so that's why we're running it at 3 of, so we can get the reduction on the Whis. And then finally, a good card from the premium packs. Goku, Results of Godly Training. Double Strike EX Evolve for 1. Draw 1 card on a yellow Goku with energy cost of 2. I was initially running the Whis engine cards, but those specify the character name specifically, so those only go on skillless cards. But this guy can go on any Goku with energy cost of 2, so you can go on your 2 drops. This also, when it swings, you choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards or unisons in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and they can't restand. So you're stunning your opponent on this. And then this also has a replacement effect. If this guy is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you can play a Vegeta with energy cost of 2 from your hand or drop area, or deck or drop area. Yeah, from your deck or drop area. So this is really good to recurring your Vegetas, because a lot of times your opponent's going to remove the Vegeta as much as possible, and this is just a way to recur it. And then more of the tech stuff. We're running Goku and Vegeta Ultimate Duo. Double Strike for 1. You on play, you'll KO a battle card in rest mode, negating its skills. So you get really good removal for 1 energy and a 20 Double Strike. Not bad. Then we have 3 Prince of Destruction Vegeta Destined Battle. You have Gokus and Vegetas. You're going to be Z-charging Gokus and Vegetas, so you're going to have the effects off. Really good for 1 cost. Draw a card. 25 Double Strike. Pretty good. And then we're running 2 Fascia Deluge of Power. This guy, really good since your battle cards are going to be putting all your pressure on. It essentially just makes a 10k combo. So if you do it on your crits early on, they're going to be really tall. Your opponent's going to take it. Put it on your double strikes. Also defensively too, if your opponent swings at your battle cards, you can defend them pretty easily. So, and also it's searchable from the Krillin, so that's why we run it at 2 of. Then we have 3 of this Goku and Golden Frieza. This card, I'm pretty divisive on this card. I really like Z-charging it because it's Goku in Z energy to proc your Prince of Destruction Majin Vegeta. But this also has really good barrier removal just for playing it for 2 from the Z energy. And then you can KO a battle card. And then it also draws you a card, and then you can also play a Goku with energy cost of 2. I think it's a little better in the Frieza swap deck, but it still has enough effects to warrant it. And usually we just combo it and keep it in the Z energy just on the off chance your opponent has a barrier card you need to get rid of. Then we have Zarbon, the Emperor's Attendant. I'm running this in a 3 of because a lot of your Gokus and Vegetas are stunning your other battle cards, so this is a way to restand them without having to worry. And then also, since we're running Majin Vegeta, this is just a way to restand it to keep swinging with the guy. And then for some of the more just staple cards, some Vegeta Overwhelming Might. This is your main Floodgate. I'm not running Robot in this list just because I'm not running too many extra cards, so I don't think it was warranted, but I do always have Z energy, so this is just a great way to floodgate your opponent. And since it's on counterplay speed, your opponent's not really going to respond to it that often. It's easier to respond to the robot coming in than this guy, I feel like, and plus he's a 15k blocker if he stays on board. We don't have a Z leader, so we don't get the effect, but the second effect, but still really good. And then a couple of the other battle cards. SSV Son Goku Unceasing Progress. This is for when you go into your big play on the leader or your Whis to reset the board, and we'll explain that in a minute. But essentially, if you have the Whis battle card in play, you take away 2 of your energy, and then you can play this guy and it'll go 20k dual attacker. So just another way to close out the game. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to bait your opponent into using floodgates. Then you go into Whis to reset the board, and then this is just a way to get more dual attacks. Just whittle your opponent down from nothing. Then we have the 1 Overrealm, Dark Broly Heartless Berserker. He can come in clutch, really good just spot removal. A lot of people like the Vegeta because it's plus 5k combo, but we don't have that card because we're not rich. So this is just as good. Granted, you don't have combo power, but still, you want to kill with this card anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, for some of the extra cards, we got 2 Flying Nimbus. Standard, just Floodgate, your opponent can't attack with battle cards. 1 more attack with battle cards for this turn. We run it into 2 of. Again, we want to be more aggressive so we don't run too many extra cards, but just a way to keep yourself alive. The 1 Power of Super Saiyan, because it's Power of Super Saiyan, we only can run it at 1. And then this, we have 2 Realm of Gods, Black Kamehameha. I'm running Final Flash in the sideboard, but I feel like this card's a little bit better because it's more defensive, just because you can use it defensively and switch 2 battle cards to rest mode. So if you can't spot control your opponent and they go real wide, this is a way to just keep you alive and you draw a card on it. So that's why we run this one instead. And then Krillin Super Combos, we know what those are. We're running 3 of them because we're running Piccolo and Gohan as our Secret Rare. Still the best yellow Secret Rare in the game by far, and free 30k combo gets you out of pretty much get out of any swing card, and then you have a big guy on board. It's pretty good. Now for the Z deck, we're running 2 of the Whis Time Regression. We're almost never going to see 2 of them, but we still need to run it just in case. Unique Deflect Z-Stack is Z-Stacks a Goku with energy cost of 2. We'll show that one in just a second. But as a permanent, all your Goku and Vegetas with energy cost of 2 gain +5, so you're going to be buffing your guys. And then Auto. When you play this card, if your leader is the Vegeta side, you skip all turns, all phases, skip your next charge phase, and then go to your main phase. So essentially skips your opponent's entire turn. So the reason we do that is to get rid of things like floodgates. We get rid of Nimbus. I don't know if your opponent's playing. You get rid of robots. You get rid of King Vegeta's imposing presence. You get rid of Baby Hatch. If your opponent Baby Hatches you, you get rid of Sensu Bean. Essentially, it stops all the effects that would essentially make you lose the game because you've overextended. This just says, no, I'm going to go again. And then for the Goku battle card that plays underneath, we have Goku Finishing Blow. Deflect dual attack. Auto, when you will add a yellow Vegeta with energy cost of 2 on the board to your hand. You play this card from under your Whis battle card. So essentially, you Z-stack the Whis, throw this on the board, everything is skipped, and then if you have the Vegeta in play, you play this guy from underneath. He's going to come out because he's got Deflect, and then Auto, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in rest mode, this will gain crit for the turn, and Barrier, so your opponent can interact with it. If they've tapped themselves out, try to save themselves on a Floodgate, they're all tapped out. Play this guy, you have a base 15k dual attack crit Barrier, and then it has an Auto that is not once per turn. When you attack with this card, choose a battle card in rest mode, KO it, and this will gain +5 for the turn. So swing with it twice, get really tall, get really big, and finish the game out with this. And then for more tech stuff, we're running 1 Goku Overflowing Aura. We're running this at just a 1-0 just because we want to restand our Vegeta Z battle card. This has come in clutch a couple times just because you don't have the right things, but you have Vegeta on board sitting there. You just restand with this, and then you go for game with the Vegeta. 1 SS3 Vegeta, Agent of Destruction. Just a 20k dual attacker. KO's a battle card, ignoring barrier, so this is another really good barrier removal. Pretty expensive for 3, so we don't replay it that often, but still really good. It's warranted. And then final card, Oolong. Greed is good. Oolong's good. It steals you games, and this is the right card to do it.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Nick. And like always, his buttons, links, check them out. Bye.